Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Ride Kink. This board is available in 147, 151, 155, 154 wide, and 158 wide. This board features Ride's twin hybrid camber, which is traditional camber into a very minimal rocker zone out in the tip and the tail. This gives you the snap and drive of traditional camber underfoot, but you get a little bit more play, and I stress that, just a little bit more play out in the tip and the tail. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a spring day that was kind of just a mix of everything. You had chunder snow, icy snow, bluebird skies, overcast skies, some wind, no wind, slush, ice, crap, people in the way, and I rode these with my K2 Thraxis boots and my K2 Indy bindings. This board comes in with a flex that makes it a slightly stiffer jib stick, so it's not a full-blown noodle, but it's not a middle-of-the-road park board. It's somewhere in the middle there. You got play out in the tips, a little more stability underfoot, and then you got more play between the feet with a lot of torsional flex. Basically, it's a really playful board. And when it comes to stability, you're gonna feel everything. You hammer hard into a chunder field, you better be bending your knees because you're gonna feel it all underfoot. All those vibrations in the tip, they resonate back underfoot. Basically, very lively board, you feel everything with. There's some solid snap in this board. I mean, you know, you do have to load it up a little bit, but it's very easy to engage. It's got a lot of pop. It's one of those boards that you can really boost with, but still play around on the tips. It's one of those boards that for when you're jumping off cat tracks or hitting side hits, it's fun. And when you're in the park, you don't really have to worry about olling over the fat little skier kid that fell in front of you. When it comes to jumps, small to medium are where you want to keep it. It does give you a little added pop off the lip of the jump, but it doesn't have the stability for landing bigger ones. Want camber and want to be able to butter? Here you go. That sweet spot in the tips is really easy to press into. You will notice some fight from the camber, but it's not a lot. It really doesn't hurt you. You can still swivel and sizzle. You can still really push into the board. It just gives you more rebound when you want to pop back up. When it comes to jibbing, this board presses amazingly. You can get your weight right over the nose or tail. It locks in. It doesn't feel like it's going to buckle you. You're just holding that press until you want to pop out, and that's when the rebound from this board comes into play. That camber between the feet hugs features. You feel locked in. You really don't have to sweat it with this board. Does a great job, basically. It's a jib stick with pop. One of the big things with jib sticks is they lose their ability to turn. You know, they're better at like skidding a turn than carving. This board is not. This board can actually rail a carve. You can really load up the center of the board, getting that energy to drive out through the back foot and tail and push you through a turn. This board snaps from edge to edge. It's very easy to engage. It carves well. I mean, for a jib board, the side cut is fucking super dialed in this board. Like, I had no problem riding the mini pipe at Copper and just feeling really secure, and then getting out on a run and just getting low and deep with it as well. So who's this board for? It's definitely for the jib kid or someone that wants a soft and playful board with camber, but still wants to be able to jump when they need to. It's been a hot minute since the last time I hopped on a kink, and with this camber profile, it's great. Like, I can remember the dark ages of the kink being like reverse camber, rocker, and everything in between. It was just such a fucking meh snowboard, or it was actually kind of atrocious. This is the opposite end of that. This is what it should be, and this is where it needs to be. This board is just very versatile for being a jib stick with pop. Comparable boards, the DC Ply, the Interior Plane Project Haro, the Rome Artifact. This has been my review of the Ride Kink. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the content we've got coming out for you. And if you really want to support us and you really want to see us grow out what we're trying to do, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. It's the best way to support us and the projects we're doing. I could tell you more here, but hey, I got a video over there for you. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.